Sal, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And right away, he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off the game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. First down carry for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They keep it with Henry on first down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Chargers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running left, it's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Alabama. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And there he goes, right side, past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you get a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second down, they go again with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And tackled by Jeffrey Simmons. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. That's complete to Tony. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Butker's kick here is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Henry again on second down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. A pivot and a give to Henry. Oh, he bowls over it. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have regained the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They'll try the right side with Henry.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Henry up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
offense rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Henry. Touchdown, Chargers. Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Tony to return it as he brings. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. To gain the first here. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A give to Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Henry. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now, and this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 4. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Herbert on first down now. And right side, Henry's got it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 75. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Ferguson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Chiefs, 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff, running left, Henry. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert off of play action. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 157 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. 2nd
down, they go again with Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. This is Henry, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Henry, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 46 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Inside handoff, Henry. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. On first down, it's Herbert. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Running left, it's Henry. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Third down and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run with Henry. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry, 39 yards. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And 8-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a game of 20. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes to throw it. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brent, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Mahomes will throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On the counter, it's Henry. Pushes him over. Faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win.